The Coca-Cola Company and your friendly neighbor who bottles Coca-Cola invite you to pause and be refreshed by an hour of wholesome, delightful entertainment. We now bring you Walt Disney.
Ladies and gentlemen and my fellow alcoholics, welcome to today's Advent Calendar. Sitting here in the garage that smells like smoke. I did light another fire. And again, this thing picks up smoke like no one's business. Anyways, what I did today was make a really odd looking dice. No, this is a block of purple heart, which actually matches the color of the red wine. So this is gonna be the base, no treble, of the table. So what I mean is this is the underside. Here's the leg with the 2 screws, and boom. There we have one leg. I do that 3 times all around. Well, 4 together, 3 plus this one. And then you have that. I just need something in the middle. I need something either in the middle or up here in the top, or the bottom rather, to kind of stabilize it. Now, I might do that a bit more. I was attempting to do it here. Was attempting to do it here, but I think I was getting a bit odd. I just need uneven, rather. Not in line with where it needs to be. So I need to take a bit more time with that. So that's tomorrow. That's basically all I did today, was spin in the circle. Now that I'm proper and dizzy, all I did today was run to my lumber yard that I like to go to, get that block, as well as a couple other blocks of thick wood. I mean, that's pretty thick, almost thicker than my head. Ow. So now, just got to finish that up. Then I can move on. While doing that, I could also do the wine rack and then figure out what to do with the bourbon behind me. Otherwise, some Christmas presents came in today. So, got me this. It's a box. It's actually, I got a bunch of these. You can barely see it, but it is one of those oil desk things. Same with this one. Little penguin or something in there. Yeah. And then one of these. So that's one half. This one right here is a more complete half. It includes all the same things, but it also has one of these things. So you pour it over and it makes like a mountain kind of desktop. Anyways, it's just a bunch of cheap little desktop toys to go with the gift cards, or rather cash, I'm giving all the nieces and nephews, as well as a rock tumbler. They're all teenagers now. Well, most of them. One of them's a preteen, if that. But, you know, instead of getting them... It was so easy when they're kids. Get them something small that makes noise. One year, I got one of my nieces a compass. That's all she wanted. She wanted a compass. She sat in the back of my truck once, played with the compass, thought it was the most amazing thing ever. And got her a gift for that, so. But yeah. So no, again, I'm just going to give them all either gift cards or cash. One of them's a freshman in college. So yeah, cash is what he needs. Trust me, as someone that went through that, unless I can give him $100 worth of ramen, which you can pretty much make a house out of. I'll have some more coming in later, including puzzles, little logic puzzles. I love those, so I always give them out every year. Pretty sure that I've already re-gifted that a couple times. And I got myself some presents. I could use this to hit someone over the head with. No, these are pasta makers. So I got myself a pasta maker ages ago. You see it here collecting dust and oil. But the problem with that is, well, it's hard. Well, yeah, it is hard, but the thing is you have to roll it by hand, also while at the same time stretching out the pasta as you go. So this right here, if you couldn't tell, has an adapter to work with a KitchenAid mixer, which I bought ages ago, which I have a meat grinder for. So basically, I got myself a KitchenAid mixer for the sole purpose of attachments. I don't think I've ever actually mixed anything in it. I've only used the attachments. So anyways, I got that stuff and this stuff here with a gift card that I got from work. So that was kind of Christmas shopping. I'll do some more Christmas shopping later. I'm waiting for some more gift cards. Maybe I'll get me some liquor. and maybe a proper Christmas topper. Well, yeah, it's nice to get some of the Christmas shopping done. I'm just a bit nervous some of those gift cards I ordered is not going to arrive in time, but we'll find out in the future. Yeah. Oh, you know what I forgot to do was get the drinks out. Let me do that first. And I could do that right here, by the way, just to let you see how much is left. That's fine. Again, get rid of the ones I have the most of. Why not? And probably shouldn't be. Again, I don't think that one should count. I've been trying to drink this one. Oh, and this one. So there's the 5. As a loud vehicle goes roaring through, it is the weekend, I guess. Anyways, here, let's roll. Again, if it's a 10, I don't mind so much. I mean, we've had 2 days without it, so. It's a 5. I'm okay. See, told you it's a 5. Like I said, not all of them's going to be perfect. But anyways. Every time. Ooh. Today we are looking at Big Hot Cinnamon Flavored Whiskey, which is 30%, 60 proof. So this is at the same level as Catch Fire, which is 5% less than Fireball, 10% less than your standard spirit line. So, interesting. Oop, what was that? I saw a flash somewhere. Anyways, how about we do Big Shot with Big Red, i.e. the Cardinals. All right. You saw the pour. It's very light in color. Kind of light beer color. So let's see about the smell. Cinnamon, yes. But to be more precise, cinnamon gummy bears. Bouncing here and there and everywhere. They are the cinnamon gummy bears. That kind of works. It's that kind of candy cinnamon flavor or scent so far. But yep, so here's peace. Now, I don't mean it in the grander sense because I would love to cheer to peace and that we can all live happy, content lives without fear of war, etc., etc. And I do cheer to that. But what I mean by peace is taking a moment to breathe in and relax and enjoy the blessings, the things you have in life. So here's to peace in all sense of the word. Loud vehicle again. Ooh, interesting after. Okay, this is interesting. It's a nice medium between the 2 cinnamon flavors I talk about all the time, Fireball and Catch Fire. It leans more towards the Catch Fire, so let me start with it's a bit more sweeter. It's not gummy bears. What's that ad for Patch Kids, Sour Patch Kids? First sour, then sweet. This one is a nice mixture of the heat and the sweet. So as it first goes in, you get the sweetness, but behind that kind smile, you get the idea that he might have killed someone. So there is a bit of warmth hiding behind that sweetness, but it's subtle. So maybe he just did some jaywalking. Maybe that's his crime, and he's just really ashamed of it. So, but yeah, so it goes in sweet, heat on the peripherals of your taste. And as it goes down, though, warmth down your chest, good, cold, fighting warmth that whiskey usually has, but not from the whiskey, from the cinnamon. But the aftertaste, there's this weird, again, because it's kind of a mixture of sweet and heat, there's a weird confluence. I know what I said. There's a word merger of that taste afterwards. And once it's gone, you do get a bit of alcohol warmth vapor, as you know, the alcohol around your mouth kind of foofs. That's a technical term. And then you're just left with this little cinnamon aftertaste. Now, what I would use that for? That's a good question. Because again, Fireball, heat, cinnamon. Catch fire, sweet cinnamon. And you use them in different forms. So, say for a hot toddy, you might use Fireball. For a... Why is that dude just driving around the neighborhood with that loud thing? Anyways, you might... it depends on what you want. This might be a good middle ground if you just want cinnamon whiskey. So, hot toddy, again, like I said, just apple cider, a little bit of that, you're golden. I might use this one instead of Fireball to make a, I forget what they call it, not an apple pie. Basically, you take some apple cider, Angry Orchard, for example, and you mix in a shot of Fireball or this stuff to get a little bit of cinnamon alcohol into that. So I do that. Any suggestions, Magical Book of 101 Recipes? As someone who's missing a muffler goes around letting everyone know how small his penis is. Yeah, actually. Any kind of peach-flavored drink, you could add a little bit of cinnamon and have peach and cinnamon. This one, by the way, is a ripe peach. You actually put a whole peach in it. A scoop of vanilla, an ounce of Nevada vanilla liqueur, pansies, and then half an ounce of peach liqueur. And then you add a little bit of this to add some, actual alcohol to it. And also a little bit of cinnamon to that whole mixture. So, ooh, actually, that's not a bad idea. A little bit of this stuff with a vanilla ice cream shake. That might not be bad at all. Or, I found some peppermint bark liqueur from last year that I tried. I forget what I said about it. I could watch the video, see what I said about it. But, say mix this with a little bit of peppermint and a little bit of hot cocoa. Or even just this and hot cocoa. So a little bit of cinnamon and chocolate. Anyways, that's not bad. It's not going to replace Catch Fire for me. It's good. But again, I prefer Catch Fire. But it is definitely a nice middle ground between heat and sweet when it comes to cinnamon. So, and probably because it's 30% alcohol, it probably why it leans a bit more to the sweeter side. So. Oh, well, all that aside, I got to go record some intros, ideally for this video, as well as for other videos. So, as I go off to work, what I consider work, let me say thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Off to see the wonderful Wizard of Oz.